Hey everyone, I'm Bishu Roy and welcome to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip through time to explore the fascinating stories of 10 countries that no longer exist. These nations once held their place on the map, some for centuries, shaping global politics, culture and history. Borders shift, empires rise and fall, and sometimes countries simply cease to be. What were these vanished nations? Why did they disappear? Get ready to dive into the captivating tales of political upheaval, cultural clashes, and historical forces that led to their demise. Our journey begins with Yugoslavia, a country in southeastern Europe that emerged from the ashes of World War I. Formed in 1918, it united several South Slavic people under one banner. But this unity proved fragile. Yugoslavia was a tapestry of diverse ethnicities, languages and religions, including Serbs, Croats, Bosniaks, Slovenes and Macedonians. These internal divisions, simmering beneath the surface, were exacerbated by economic disparities and political unrest. Following World War II, Yugoslavia became a socialist state under Josip Broz Tito's leadership. Tito managed to hold the country together for decades, but his death in 1980 created a power vacuum. Nationalist sentiments resurfaced with a vengeance in the 1990s, leading to the Yugoslav Wars and the disintegration of Yugoslavia into several independent states. Our next stop takes us to Central Europe, to the former nation of Czechoslovakia. Created in 1918 after the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Czechoslovakia brought together Czechs and Slovaks, two Slavic people with distinct cultures and languages. Unlike Yugoslavia's violent demise, Czechoslovakia's split was remarkably peaceful, earning it the moniker Velvet Divorce. The Velvet Revolution of 1989, a non-violent revolution led by Václav Havel and other dissidents, ended communist rule and ushered in democratic reforms. With the grip of communism loosened, long-standing tensions between Czechs and Slovaks resurfaced. Negotiations led to the peaceful dissolution of Czechoslovakia on January 1, 1993, resulting in the formation of two independent states, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Our exploration now takes us to the sprawling Ottoman Empire, a powerful empire that dominated much of southeastern Europe, Western Asia and North Africa for over 6 centuries. Founded in the late 13th century, the Ottoman Empire reached its zenith under Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century. Known for its military prowess, rich culture and architectural marvels, the Ottoman Empire began its slow decline in the 17th century due to economic stagnation, military defeats and internal strife. By the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire was dubbed the sick man of Europe. World War I proved to be the final nail in the coffin for the ailing empire. From its ashes rose the Republic of Turkey, while other former Ottoman territories were divided among European powers as mandates, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Our journey now takes us to the heart of Europe, to the former German Democratic Republic, more commonly known as East Germany. Established in 1949, East Germany emerged from the ashes of World War II as part of the Eastern Bloc under Soviet influence. Divided from its Western counterpart by the Berlin Wall, East Germany became a socialist state with a centrally planned economy and limited personal freedoms. In 1989, a wave of revolutions swept across Eastern Europe, dismantling the Iron Curtain and challenging communist rule. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, marked a pivotal moment in history. East Germany dissolved on October 3, 1990, paving the way for German reunification after more than 40 years of division. Our quest for vanished countries takes us to South America, to the short-lived but significant Republic of Gran Colombia. Formed in 1819, Gran Colombia encompassed present-day Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Panama, and parts of Peru and Brazil. This ambitious project, led by Simon Bolivar, aimed to unite former Spanish colonies in South America into a single powerful nation. However, Gran Colombia's existence was marked by political instability, regional rivalries, and economic challenges. The vast and diverse territories proved difficult to govern from a central authority. By the 1830s, Gran Colombia faced insurmountable centrifugal forces. In 1830, the Union dissolved, giving birth to the independent republics of Venezuela, Ecuador, and New Granada, which later became Colombia. Our journey now takes us to the towering heights of the Himalayas, to the Tibetan Plateau, home to the nation of Tibet, known as the roof of the world. For centuries, Tibet existed as a distinct entity with its unique culture, language, and Buddhist traditions. Ruled by a theocracy headed by the Dalai Lama, Tibet maintained its independence, navigating the complex geopolitical landscape of Central Asia. However, in the early 20th century, Tibet's independence came under threat from a newly assertive China. In 1950, Chinese forces marched into Tibet, claiming it as an integral part of China. Tibet was incorporated into the People's Republic of China as an autonomous region, but its autonomy remained largely symbolic. The Dalai Lama fled into exile in 1959 following a failed uprising. Today, Tibet remains a sensitive issue, with ongoing debates about its political status and cultural preservation under Chinese rule. Our next stop takes us back to Europe, to the powerful kingdom of Prussia, a major player in European politics and warfare for centuries. Emerging as a distinct entity in the 17th century, Prussia, through military prowess and shrewd diplomacy, grew in power and influence. Known for its disciplined army, efficient bureaucracy, and militaristic traditions, Prussia played a pivotal role in shaping the German-speaking world. Under the leadership of figures like Frederick the Great, Prussia rose to become a major European power. In 1871, under Otto von Bismarck's leadership, Prussia achieved the unification of Germany. The German Empire, with Prussia at its helm, became a major industrial and military power. After Germany's defeat in World War I, Prussia was abolished by the Allied powers in 1947, bringing an end to its existence as a distinct entity. Our quest now takes us back to the Himalayas, to the Kingdom of Sikkim, a small but strategically important kingdom nestled in the eastern Himalayas. Ruled by the Chogyal monarchy, Sikkim had a unique history and culture, deeply influenced by Tibetan Buddhism. For centuries, Sikkim maintained its independence, navigating the complex relations between its powerful neighbors, Tibet, Bhutan, and British India. However, in the mid-20th century, Sikkim's independence came to an end. In 1950, Sikkim became a protectorate of India, with India controlling its external affairs, defense, and communications. In 1975, following a referendum in which the majority voted to abolish the monarchy and join India, Sikkim became the 22nd state of the Indian Union. Today, Sikkim is a popular tourist destination, known for its stunning Himalayan landscapes, Buddhist monasteries, and unique culture. Our exploration now takes us to southern Africa, to the self-proclaimed Republic of Rhodesia, a country born out of white minority rule and international condemnation. Rhodesia, formerly Southern Rhodesia, was a British colony with a significant white minority population. In 1965, the white minority government, led by Ian Smith, unilaterally declared independence from Britain, refusing to accept the principle of majority rule. This act sparked international outrage and led to economic sanctions against Rhodesia. Rhodesia's white minority government, facing growing internal resistance from black nationalist movements and international pressure, clung to power for 15 years. In 1979, a negotiated settlement led to a transition to black majority rule. In 1980, after a British-supervised election, Zimbabwe achieved internationally recognized independence, marking the end of Rhodesia and white minority rule. Our final stop takes us back to Europe, to the vast and influential Austro-Hungarian Empire, a major power that dominated Central Europe for centuries. Formed in 1867 as a dual monarchy, it brought together the Austrian Empire and the Kingdom of Hungary under one ruler. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, a melting pot of ethnicities, languages and cultures, faced growing nationalist movements within its diverse territories. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 triggered a chain of events that plunged Europe into World War I. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, allied with Germany and the Ottoman Empire, suffered a crushing defeat in the war. The empire disintegrated in 1918, giving rise to new nation-states including Austria, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Yugoslavia. And there you have it, 10 countries that have been wiped off the map. From empires that spanned continents to nations born out of revolution and conflict, each of these countries has a unique story to tell. Their disappearances remind us that borders and nations are not static entities, but are constantly shaped and reshaped by the forces of history, politics, and human ambition. Thanks for joining us on this historical journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content.